Good evening, everybody, and welcome to JWE Friday Night Eclipse. We are here in Monterrey, Nuevo Leon, Mexico, where tonight we are setting the stage for our 8-Bit Brawl pay-per-view event. Make sure to grab your favorite snacks and get a drink, and get ready for a night of back-and-forth action, drama, and intrigue as history becomes written, because this is Eclipse. And for our first matchup of the evening, and our first tag team matchup of the evening, and introducing first, looking for a little bit of revenge from just over a week ago, just under 2 weeks ago. Introducing first, it is the former women's tag team champions, the Gestalt sisters. And their opponents taking the title away from them at Summer SmackDown. It is the Harmonious Truth. And Harmonious Truth looking to continue their winning ways here tonight. And now that they have the hardware to show for it, hopefully they can start getting the credit that they deserve. Or start getting the respect that they deserve. And referee rings the bell. Kyoko immediately going after Devola as Poppi sends Sayaka into the corner. Kyoko picking Devola up and a knife edge chop as Poppi sends Sayaka up onto the top rope and then sending her down with that head scissor takedown. And not even one count as Poppi accidentally attacks the referee. And now stomping the back of Sayaka. Kyoko sending Devola into the corner. And now a wrist clutch by Poppi. And Kyoko with the cross arm neckbreaker. And Devola looking for the kick. Excuse me, I had those mixed up. Devola going for a kick. Sayaka catching that. And now Sayaka the kick to the gut. And a facebuster going for the pin. One. And two, very slow 2 count. I think the referee thought that Kyoko was the one who attacked her instead of Poppi. And then rolling neckbreaker by Sayaka. And now Sayaka defending, or protecting her teammate by distracting Poppi. And then taking the hit for her. A move from the top rope to the inside the ring is a lot less powerful than a move from the top rope to the outside. So very well done by Sayaka. Very high ring IQ. And this is one thing that probably the main reason why the Harmonious Truth have won as many matches as they have, because they're just really good teammates. Poppi back to the outside, and Now Kyoko sending her into the barricade. There's one Devola kicks out. And a barricade gutbuster by Kyoko. Going for the pin, there's one. Poppi kicks out. And now Kyoko looking for the finisher, kick to the gut. And a rolling neckbreaker into the pin as Sayaka defends from Devola, but Poppi kicks out at the count of 2. Knife edge chop, right hand kick to the gut, and another facebuster into another pin by Sayaka. There's 1, there's 2, Devola kicks out, but the Harmonious Truth continue the absolute dominance right now. Sayaka sending Devola into the ring. And another gutbuster on Poppi using the barricade. And now Sayaka sending Devola for a run, crashing to the outside. And now Kyoko looking to make this to 2-on-1, grabbing Devola from behind. And now Sayaka doing the same. Reverse Russian leg sweep, but they need to be a little bit more cautious about Poppi. They're just kind of leaving her alone right now. And as soon as I say that, now Kyoko goes after Poppi. Nice ripcord clothesline. And now they're looking for a 2-on-1 against the other Gestalt sister. As Sayaka goes for a pin, Kyoko plays defense. There's 1, there's 2. And a textbook victory. Harmonious Truth continue their dominance over the women's tag team division. And that is just a textbook tornado tag match. And the Gestalt sisters, they had absolutely no shot of winning that match when Kyoko and Sayaka just jumped out the gate like that. As soon as the match started, it was over. And for our second tornado tag match of the evening, introducing first. Of course, when you hear those horns, you know exactly what time it is. It is time to bring the swag with your men's tag team champions, the Big Bang Theory. And their opponents, here to show the JWE Universe what they are made of. It is the Heart Stealers, the Phantom Thieves of Heart.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 502 pounds, the Heart Foundation.
And both men ready. Referee rings, both teams ready. Referee rings the bell. Ryuji immediately going after Shuichi, and then Joker with a nice Phantom Neckbreaker against Kaito. Shuichi trying to throw hands against Ryuji, who just throws him into the barricade. And Joker with a bit of a show-off. And the early pin attempt on Kaito. There's one. There's two. Kaito kicks out. Ryuji picking Shuichi back up to his feet and tossing him from one side of the ring to the other. Picking him back up, and Joker with another neckbreaker, and Ryuji just continuing to send Shuichi for a run. And a pendulum backbreaker from Ryuji into the big boot. And I wonder if the, there's two. Shuichi kicks out. I wonder if the Phantom Thieves are... I don't know, I wonder if this is revenge for a couple of months ago? When they lost their title to the Big Bang Theory? Joker's throwing the Luminary of the Stars back inside the ring, and now climbing to the top rope, diving elbow, and Kaito unable to get out of the way just in time, or unable to get out of the way in time, but it's a bit of a reversal. And now Kaito turning Joker around and a rolling neckbreaker of his own, and now Kaito going for a pin. There's one, there's two. Joker kicks out. And Ryuji not taking too kindly to that Revolution knee strike, picking Kaito back up, and a right hand sending him crashing back down to the mat. And now Ryuji going back after Shuichi, jumping knee strike. But Shuichi kicking Ryuji off of him, but a rolling neckbreaker by Joker, picking him back up to his feet. And the show's over by Joker, as Ryuji now going after Kaito. Double knife edge chop. And a rolling neckbreaker again by Joker. Going for the pin. There's one. There's two. And Shuichi kicks out just in time. Unfortunately, didn't get to see it because Joker, or excuse me, not Joker, Ryuji was too busy attacking Kaito. And not a very good showing at all right now by Shuichi, as Ryuji goes for a pin against Kaito, who kicks out. And Kaito with that reversal, and now just trying to wear down Ryuji. But Joker with the clothesline chokeslam, rolling Kaito onto his back, onto his stomach, onto his back. And the leg breaker, as Ryuji just having his way with Shuichi, sending him back inside the ring. Shuichi getting out of the way of that kick, but okay. Shuichi with the rolling neckbreaker. And now going for a cheeky little pin on Ryuji. There's two. Ryuji kicks out. There might still be a little bit of life. I have my doubts. Shuichi's taken a lot of damage this match. And taking even more with that cross by splash. And another rolling neckbreaker. Joker going for the pin. There's one, there's two, and yeah. The writing was on the wall very, very early on that match. And two tornado tag matches, and 2 dominant victories. One by the champions and one by the challengers. And the Phantom Thieves, despite not competing in many tag team matches over the past 2 or so months, coming back with a vengeance, putting the men's division on notice and saying, hey, we are still here. And for our third matchup this evening, introducing first, it is the Ultimate Poet, Games Dean.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Main Street, USA, weighing in at 175 pounds, Games Dean.
Being accompanied by Jayden Moon by the Blue Jay. And these two, they're, it's rare to see them not at each other's sides for the past couple of weeks, especially with last week winning their tag team match against the Shadow Slayers. That only seemed to boost their camaraderie. And of course, Jayden is still here ringside to support his friend. And they're gonna need it because their opponent, it is, of course, the Skeleton Legion.
And his opponent, representing the Undead from the pits of hell, weighing in at 100 pounds, the Reaper. Boom!
And both men ready. Referee rings the bell, and they meet in the middle with Dean immediately running towards the ropes to hit the springboard Superman punch. Now kick to the gut. And looking for the rolling neck breaker, but Sir Bones, or Praetorian Bones, punching his way out. And now looking for a standing submission attempt. But Dean immediately getting out, tripping Bones up. And looking for the running trip. But Bones stepping over that, and a nice 12-6 crossbody splash. Picking Dean back up. And looking for another standing submission. But again, Dean very quickly getting out. And the uppercuts, and a huge right cross to the stomach, sending Bones into the corner, and a knife edge chop. Looking to get some more offense, but Bones with the reversal, and another 12-6 Crossbody splash. Picking Dean up to his feet. And a kick to the gut, rolling neckbreaker. Now jumping to the top rope. And a no-arms frog splash into the pin. There's one. There's two. Dean kicks out. And Bones picking Dean up by his hair. And a reverse neckbreaker. And again picking him back up to his feet. And a spinning heel kick. Heading back to his corner to gain a little bit more advice. And spearing Dean off the apron. Picking him back up to his feet. And I think the Skeleton Imperator was trying to play a little bit of interference there, but Bones had it completely under control. But Dean stunning Bones off the ropes, off the apron, and sliding out. Jumping over, but taking the wrong path, allowing Bones to gain the advantage. And a huge uppercut. Looking for the stomp. Dean rolling out of the way, and a right hand, sending Bones back inside the ring. Jumping back in. And Bones, I think he was trying to attack Jayden there. Like, Dean was nowhere close. And now using this to his advantage. Dean trying to get back into the fight, jumping back in. And a 180 rainbow facebuster, but Bones immediately back to his feet. And walking Dean to the northern ropes, Dean unable to get out. And sending him for a run, jumping single leg heel kick. Into the pin, there's one, Dean kicks out. And Bones immediately picking Dean back up. And the stunner into the pin. There's one. There's two. Dean kicks out. And a falling wrist breaker. And again. And what's one more? Okay, the Skeleton Praetor looking really happy about that. And now Dean rolling into the enemy's nest. And the Imperator the Praetor throwing him back inside the ring. Picking Dean back up to his feet. And another falling facebuster. And Bones setting up a finisher. But Dean catching the kick. And a huge right hand. And now stalking him from behind. Catching another kick. Walking Bones to the eastern ropes. And now heading to the outside. The Imperator trying to interfere, but Dean back inside the ring just in time. Going for the pin. There's one. There's two. Bones kicks out. But Dean looking to regain a little bit of momentum. And now jumping to the top rope. Telling Bones to get up to his feet. I'm surprised the rest of the Legion aren't interfering. And a diving top rope DDT. Picking Bones back up. He's not quite done. And a jumping facebuster. Bones rolling to the outside. And Dean following him out with that reverse crossbody splash. And a stomp to the shoulder. And reversing that finisher seems to have, like, absolutely woken something up in Dean. Of some stomps to the face. Picking him back up to his feet. And tossing Bones back inside the ring. Rolling him around. And a leg breaker. Or I guess femur breaker in this case. And now, Jayden trying to interfere a little bit. allowing for that bulldog and the pin. There's one. Dean gets his shoulder up immediately. Back to his feet, but Bones winning the clutch and setting Dean down, crashing his back into the mat, and now trapping his neck underneath the knee. And Bones the rolling 720 backsplash. 1, 2. Dean still kicks out. And a turnstile knee and a stomp to the Achilles. And Bones with the heel hook. And that one little bit of interference might have distracted Dean so much that now he's not entirely sure what to do. Cross by splash by Bones into the pin. There's one. There's two. And the Praetorian getting the win. Praetorian Bones, excuse me. Dean putting up one hell of an effort in the middle, but just a little bit too much interference.
Here is your winner, the Reaper.
And I do not blame Dean one bit for losing that match. He was gaining the advantage, but unfortunately Jayden was just there to yell at him. And when you have an entire army in one corner, it's hard to stay composed. And now for our next matchup. Introducing first, representing the Ideal Idols, it is the Ultimate Musician, Ibuki Mioda.
Representing the Iconics from Japan, the Icon Maria.
And her opponent, it is the Golden Girl herself, Iruma. And referee rings the bell, and Miu immediately diving herself towards Ibuki, turning her around and looking for an early standing submission, but Ibuki reaching out, grabbing the ropes, initiating a rope break. But Miu going for another early submission attempt, but Ibuki's again getting out. And a dragon screw takedown by Ibuki, picking Miu up, and a rolling neckbreaker into the rolling crossbody splash. And the backflip Pele kick. And another Dragon Screw takedown into the leg breaker. And the wrist breaker. And I don't think Ibuki is taking too kindly to Mew trying to disrespect her early on. And the 12-6 elbow. And Ibuki going for an early pin. There's one. Mew kicks out. And Ibuki with a rolling cross neck. And Mew rolling to the outside, trying to catch her breath. And Ibuki diving from behind, spearing her Mew in the back. And another Dragon Screw takedown, catching the head against the ring post. And now both women back in the ring, trading right hands. And Ibuki getting the better of Mew, who's rolling out of the ring. And it looks like she's forfeiting this match. Her early gambit didn't work, and Ibuki not letting her, tossing Mew onto the apron back inside the ring. And she is going to have Mew see this one all the way through. And another Dragon Screw takedown into the leg breaker. And Ibuki going for another pin. There's one. There's two. Mew kicks out. And a stomp to the hamstring. Mew rolling out onto the apron. Very quite clear that she's not interested in continuing this match. And Ibuki with a top rope neck breaker. But Mew with the reversal on the outside. Picking Ibuki up and an arm breaker into the rolling arm dislocator. And now just taunting on Ibuki, who is not going to take too kindly to that. Looking for a submission of her own. Knows that nothing is going to happen on the outside, but just trying to bring the disrespect right back. So Mew throwing Ibuki into the steel steps and a front flip, a front flip tap, and tossing Ibuki into the barricade. There's 7. Mew climbing back in. There's the 8 count. And now Mew just sitting in the corner, taunting Ibuki, who's in right before the 9 count. Ibuki kick to the gut. And a suplex facebuster into the corner, and now Ibuki in the corner, lining up her finisher. And the 360 neckbreaker into the pin. There's 1. There's 2. A very slow count for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. But the referee allowing Mew to get out. And Mew rolling out of the way of that handstand leg drop. And Mew picking Ibuki up and tossing her into the corner. And now Mew looking for her finisher. But Ibuki with the reversal. And now locking in a submission of her own, but Mew getting the rope break. And a kick to the hamstring. Ibuki rolling her around, and another kick to the hamstring into the pin. There's 1. There's 2. Mew kicks out. And now Ibuki looking for a finisher. But Mew with the reversal with the back elbow. Tackling Ibuki down to the ground. And goes for the pin. There's one, but Ibuki kicks out. And a falling elbow by Miu, who again sits down in the corner and just begging Ibuki to attack her, and she does. Ibuki picking Miu back up, and the kick combo into the falling facebuster, and Ibuki climbing to the top rope, turning around, and a corkscrew splash into the pin. There's one. There's two. Miu kicks out. And Ibuki with a knee smash to the bridge of the nose. And heading back into the corner, lining up yet another signature. And again connects with the 360 neckbreaker into the pin. There's one. And two. Miu still kicking out. But Ibuki heading up top yet again. Just staring Miu down. And looking for the diving elbow. Miu getting out just in time. And a jumping facebuster of her own into the pin. There's one. There's two. Ibuki kicks out. Miu throwing a bit of a temper tantrum before picking Ibuki back up to her feet, taking her down, and now locking in a submission nowhere near the ropes. Will she get the submission? No, she will not. Ibuki fights her way out. And another Dragon Screw takedown. Miu rolling to the outside. Ibuki with a crossbody elbow. Picking Miu back up to her feet, tossing her back inside the ring. And now Ibuki taunting to the crowd a little bit, allowing Miu to regain her footing. And now Miu taunting on Ibuki, who doesn't take too kindly to that. And a neck breaker, picking Miu back up. And the suplex into the Pele kick. Now Ibuki staring down her opponent, stomp to the wrist. But Miu with the reversal. And just taunting on taunting on Ibuki, excuse me. Still winning the grapple, sending Ibuki into the corner. And a running clothesline into the Bulldog. And Miu going for the pin. There's one. There's two. Ibuki kicks out. What started off as Ibuki just having her way with Miu, unable to do any wrong, is turning into a back and forth action fest. Miu with a diving suicide spear. Picking Ibuki back up to her feet. And I wonder if Miu was trying to play the mind games a little bit. That would be very into her character. And now just tossing Ibuki into the barricade. Ibuki finally having enough. Dodging two attacks in a row, but Miu reversing those two attacks, and now they're just staring each other down. Ibuki bringing the fight back inside the ring. Miu quite happy with that, with a knife stab to the back. And now just taunting Ibuki. Sitting on the top rope as Ibuki was lying prone. And another submission attempt by Miu. Locking it in yet again. But again, Ibuki getting out. And Ibuki tossing Miu for a run. Tripping double leg drop kick. And now Ibuki going for another pin. Setting her down, going for the Kojai clutch. Referee ass right in the face. Or, referee's ass right in the camera. And we were unable to see Ibuki forcing Miu to tap out, but it's a bit poetic, isn't it? Miu was trying to submit Ibuki quite early in the match. Constantly trying to submit her. But at the in the end, it was Ibuki who would be the one to submit her opponent. And now for our next matchup. Introducing first, it's the Blue Jay, Jayden Moon, making his way to the ring with Games Dean.
Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Game Dean from Wisconsin, weighing in at 130 pounds. Jayden, the engineer, more.
Jayden accompanying Dean to the ring during his match, and now Dean returning the favor and looking to support his friend during his match against Crewmate. And his opponent, it is the most suspicious man of Eclipse. Well, actually, no, that's not the truth. But anyway, it's Crewmate.
Future, weighing in at 135 pounds, the unpredictable Crew.
And referee rings the bell, both men meeting in the middle, with Jayden winning the opening gambit. A couple of right elbows sending Crewmate back to the ground, or not back to the ground, and a rolling elbow Crewmate back to his feet, with Jayden with a revolution knee strike. And a backbreaker into the falling knee, and Crewmate rolling to the outside. Jayden immediately meeting him out there. But Jayden whiffing on the grab, Crewmate tossing him into the corner barricade and face first, immediately drawing blood. Now, Jayden retreating back inside the ring, Crewmate following him. Jayden tossing him for a run, jumping over, and a spinning heel kick. And Jayden with a very nice reversal into the arm pull. And a rolling elbow. Into the falling fist, picking Crewmate back up to his feet. And the combo into the Russian leg sweep. And the jumping arm breaker. And now dragging Crewmate away from the ropes. The Crewmate very quickly back to his feet. But Jayden with the hip toss. The Crewmate with the reversal. The sneaky little punch to the gut. And now tossing Jayden out onto the apron. And the neck breaker on the outside, using the LED screen, excuse me. Taunting a little bit too much as Jayden tackles him back down to the ground. Picks him up, tosses him back inside the ring. But Jayden not heading in immediately after. Instead, I think he's trying to bait Crewmate back to the outside. And now Crewmate just flipping him off. And yes, Crewmate's heading to the outside. Jayden wasting a little bit of time, but sends Crewmate into the announcer's booth back inside the ring. And now heading north to roll back into the ring. But Crewmate waiting for him with that knee strike and the stomps to the chest. Picking Jayden back up to his feet, punch to the chest, kick to the gut. And a twirling backbreaker. And looking for the leg drop, but Jayden getting out of the way just in time. And a jumping tornado kick. Failing the grab yet again. But sends Crewmate into the corner. And a running elbow. Snapmere climbing to the middle rope. And a falling corkscrew punch into the pin. There's one. There's two. Crewmate kicks out. And now that I get a better look, I think Jayden might have broken his nose. Looks like maybe like a very minor, very small break. It's not bleeding that much, but sustaining damage from that early on shot to the barricade. But considering that, and with how he's sustaining momentum of this match, that is quite commendable. Diving elbow from the top rope, telling Crewmate to get back up, and a diving double heel kick. Now jumping over Crewmate, stomping on the wrist. And the tornado kick right to the middle of the spine. And the pin, there's one. There's two. And Crewmate's not going to kick out. And Jayden, despite suffering a busted nose early on in the match, fighting through the pain and just showing his absolute resiliency in the ring. And Jayden is finally back inside the winner's circle after a couple of months of unfortunate losses. And now for next matchup of the evening. Introducing first, it is one half or 1/3 of the Ideal Idols.
Is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the Iconics from Neo Osaka, the icon Precious QT.
It is Poppi QT. In a very rare singles match for her. But since she's been pretty dominant in the tag teams, she should also be pretty good in the singles. Don't know why I said it like that. But anyway, her opponent, it is the Archer of Seas, Yukari Takeba. And both going ready, referee rings the bell. And Poppi immediately picking Yukari up over her shoulders. And sending her face first into the mat, but failing on the pickup. But tossing Yukari over her hips and going for a cross body headlock. But Yukari immediately fighting her way out. But Poppi sending her for another run, and the hip toss. Just stomp to the back. And the arm breaker. And the backflip crossbody by Poppi. Into the arm pull. And another backflip. Yukari rolling to the outside. And Poppi to the top rope. Diving crossbody splash to the outside connects. And Poppi continuing her domination on the outside, tossing Yukari face first into the ring post, and then a falling backbreaker. Picking Yukari back up. And sending her back down with that double leg drop kick. And picking Yukari back up again. Tossing her into the announcer's booth. There's 6. Poppi picking her back up and tossing Yukari back inside the ring. And now it looks like Poppi is trying to line her up, or line herself up. If she jumped in, she would have landed on Yukari, but nope, just steps in instead. And Yukari with the Dragon Screw takedown. But Poppi not taking too kindly to that. Yukari with the reversal. And a kick to the face. And now taking Poppi down. Surprised that's not a rope break. But Poppi very quickly getting out of that submission attempt. And a running kick to the face. Yukari rolling to the outside. And again, just taunting for literally no reason. I know, a Hurricane Rana head scissor takedown. And a huge uppercut. And now Yukari trying to gain some momentum back. And Poppi trying to put a stop to it. Picking Yukari back up and tossing her back inside the ring. And now Poppi climbing to the top rope. Diving elbow connects. And a stomp to the thigh. And again. And now Poppi going for the pin. There's one. There's two. Yukari kicks out. And now Poppi with the stomps to the back of Yukari's head, picking her up by her hair. And a backflip backbreaker. And Poppi climbing back to the top rope. Diving corkscrew splash connects into the immediate pin. There's one. There's two. Yukari kicks out. But Poppi heading to the top rope again. And again looking for the corkscrew splash, but Yukari getting out of the way. Picking Poppi up, but Poppi with the reversal right back. Yukari with the reversal to the reversal. And again, Yukari taunting because it's the AI and they have the intelligence of -0. And Yukari with the heel hook, trying to make a comeback here. And there's a jumping facebuster out of nowhere. And now Yukari going for a pin. Referee running around. There's one. There's two. Poppi kicks out. Yukari completely whiffing on the kick, but nice block there. Turning Poppi around. Elbow to the back. And tossing Poppi for a run. Diving underneath her. And a single arm drag takedown. Yukari picking Poppi back up to her feet. Poppi catching the kick. Kick to the gut. And another backpack backbreaker. And Poppi climbing to the top rope. Corkscrew splash connects and another pin. There's one. There's two. And Yukari's not going to kick out. Poppi coming home victorious, but that was a pretty strong comeback effort by Yukari towards the end. Unfortunately, too little too late.
Here is your winner, the Icon Precious QT.
And now for our penultimate matchup of the evening. Introducing first, it is the Changebringer, Delta.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, Diane.
And Delta's been mostly watching from the shadows for the past couple of weeks. Trying to get into the head of her championship rival, but now they are facing off mano a mano inside the squared circle. And let's see how much resentment has been building up over the past couple of weeks. And her opponent, it is the Plague Doctor. And the hometown hero here in Monterey, it is Lexibor. Or as I came up with just a couple of minutes ago, Lexibor. Although she's not high-flying, but I mean, neither is Jayden. And he's the Blue Jay, so... And now, both women meeting in the middle of the ring. Delta extending her hand, but retracting it away, and a huge slap by Lexi. Referee getting in between them. And now rings the bell, Delta immediately running towards Lexi. And a head scissor takedown, or Hurricane Rana takedown, and a suplex. Lexi blocking that jumping kick. And a neck breaker into the elbow to the neck. And yeah, these two starting off as rivals, now they're just really not liking each other. And Lexi with a double leg dropkick right to the middle of the spine. And now Lexi Spider-Manning her way to the top rope. And a diving single heel drop kick. And now just stomping Delta in the back. But Delta with the dragon screw takedown. And a big boot right to the beak. And a sliding kick to the head. And a Hurricane Rana, just a dizzying takedown. There's a 6 count by the referee. Delta tossing Lexi back inside the ring, climbing in herself at the count of 7. Stomp to the spine. And Delta with the right hands into the early pin. There's 1. There's 2. Lexi kicks out. And Delta with a knee smash. Picking Lexi up by her hat. And a facebuster picking her up yet again. And Lexi with a kick to the gut. And the combo. But Delta catching the kick. Lexi reversing it right back. Uppercut tripping her up. And the facebuster. Trapping the hand and an arm breaker. And a stomp to the wrist, and again. And one more, picking Delta up by her hair. And looking for the flying Superman punch, but Delta just pushing her away. And an elbow to the side of the head. Picking her back up yet again, using the hat. And Delta walking Lexi to the eastern ropes. And bouncing her between the ropes and her elbow. Picking her back up to her feet yet again. And a side angle suplex. Picking Lexi back up yet again and tossing her into the corner. And now locking Lexi in the Tree of Woe position, and now looking for the Delta Airlines. And she's going to make Lexi's life a freaking nightmare. And connects. But hurting herself a little bit with that move. Now in the corner, cheering up the crowd. And Lexi pushing Delta away this time. And a falling leg breaker and a baseball kick right to the spine. Slipping the punch, kick to the shoulder, and a single leg drop kick off the springboard. And a dragon screw takedown into the into the leg breaker. And the falling fist connects. Trying it again and again. Lexi connects with the falling fist and a stomp to the bridge of the nose. And the knee smash into the neck breaker and a stomp. But Delta with the reversal right back. Now grabbing the back of her cloak and kicks to the beak. And a snap suplex. Connecting with the stomp, rolling Lexi onto her back, but Lexi with the reversal right back, very back and forth. Even before the bell rang, this match was back and forth. Catching the kick, tripping Delta up. And now Lexi going for the pin. It might be the first pin of the match. There's one, there's two. Delta kicks out. Lexi picking her back up to her feet again. But Delta again with the reversal. And a punch to the side of the head. Lexi rolling out of the ring. Delta following her. Tossing her back inside, climbing back into the ring. Taunting her from the outside, and connects with the right hand. But Lexi slipping the kick, and a tornado kick off the springboard. And a jumping arm breaker into the reverse armbar. And now Lexi heading into the corner, looking for the corner cyclone kick, connects right to the back of the head, and goes for the pin. There's one. There's two. Delta kicks out. And Lexi heading back into the corner, looking for yet another cyclone kick, and connects again. There's two, and again Delta kicks out. And Lexi taking it Delta down, and now looking for the third corner and the sweet chin music. And that connects into another pin attempt. There's one. There's two, and Delta's not going to kick out of this one. And despite the early mind game attempts, Lexi fighting her way through, holding on, and the triple corner kicks, getting it done. And Lexi once again getting the upper hand over her opponent, over her rival Delta. And Delta just falling further and further back. And now for our main event of the evening, introducing first It is your current men's Universal Champion, the Dark Lord of Destruction, Gundham Tanaka.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from the pits of hell, weighing in at 163 pounds, the men's undisputed hybrid, the Universal World Champion, Demon Gundham Tanaka.
And his opponent, it is the Phantom Fox himself. It is the one and only Yusuke Kitagawa.
And his opponent from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 130 pounds, the Phantom Fox.
And now referee rings the bell for this final matchup of the evening, and Fox immediately running towards Gundham and a single arm drag takedown, but Gundham with the reversal and the middle rope DDT, picking Fox back up to his feet and a rolling neck breaker. And a stomp to the wrist. Stomp to the bicep, and now Gundham to the top rope, telling Fox to get up to his feet. And a diving missile drop kick into the pin. Refereeing position, there's one. Yusuke kicks out. And now Gundham with a stomp to the back of the spleen and an elbow drop. And this is really going to be a true test for Gundham. He's already defeated Fox once. But now that Gundam is champion, Fox might have that fighter in him to show the current champion just what it means to be a champion. Because remember, Fox, he has held on to that championship belt for, was it 4 months, give or take? I think it was 3. But Gundam seems to be holding his own really well, and now looking for the demon kick. Lining himself up and looking for the demon kick, but Fox getting his hands up just in time, blocking it, and now sending Gundam away from the corner and pushing him down from behind. And Fox going for a pin. There's one. Gundam kicks out. And Fox picking Gundam back to his feet, and a running knee strike to the face, and another pin attempt. There's one. There's two. Gundam kicks out. Fox picking Gundam back up, looking for the phantom leg drop, but Gundam preventing him from doing so, sending him for a run, but whiffing on the rebound. And a right hand, but Fox sending Gundam crashing to the outside with that reversal, and now sliding out. And throwing Gundam face first into the announcer's booth. And the rolling leg drop. And a jumping knee strike. Yusuke picking Gundam back up and tossing him back inside the ring. And now Yusuke has all the momentum right now. I'm sorry, I was just looking something up. Something came in mind. I was like, I know I'm going to forget it right away if I don't look it up. So I did. Anyway, Fox climbing to the middle rope. Diving crossbody splash connects. And Fox going for another pin. There's one. Gundam kicks out right before the 2 count. And now lights are out, and Gundam showing why he is, in fact, the Dark Lord, the demon. Taking full advantage of the blackout. And a stomp to the back of the head. Picking Yusuke back up into the fireman's carry and looking for the arm stretch standing submission. Very unorthodox here, but Fox punching his way out. And the back elbows into the snap mirror and the falling knee. Gundam rolling back, not to the outside, but to the corner. But Fox sending him for a run, but again whiffing on the Irish whip. But the backflip DDT, picking Gundam back up. And Fox with the running clotheslines. Gundam trying to kick, but Fox catching it and tripping up the Dark Lord. Picking Gundam back up to his feet, and yeah, something really lit a fire underneath Yusuke if he's fighting like this. There's one. There's two. Gundam kicks out yet again. And Gundam with a kick to the chest. Taunting to the crowd a little bit, picking Fox up and the facebuster, rolling him onto his back, getting the pin. There's one. There's two. Fox kicks out. And now it's Gundam's turn to taunt on him. And Gundam with the rolling elbow, Fox rolling to the outside. And Fox climbing back to the top rope, diving elbow. Gundam almost getting out of the way, but not quite in time. And Gundam, or Fox, with the leg breaker. And out to the outside, climbing back in. Back to the outside, climbing back in. Just killing time. Gundam rolling out of the way, diving elbow to the mask. And another rolling elbow. And Gundam picking Fox back up, knife edge chop, knife edge chop, knife edge chop, drop kick. And now Fox crawling to the corner, trying to get him back, get himself up to his feet, but Gundam taking full advantage and now just locking in the arm, using his foot for leverage. Referee breaking it up, Gundam. Yep, I forgot the word. And now Gundam looking for another demon kick. Will it connect this time? Lining up, yes it will. Fox is not going to get his block up in time. There's one. There's two, and Fox kicks out. And Gundam to the top rope, diving crossbody splash, backflip connects, going for another pin. There's one, there's two, and Fox still finding the strength to get out. And Fox locking in the leg lock. Looking just to pull on his knee a little bit more. Just trying to do some more damage. Sending Fox for a run into the corner. And from one corner to the other, bouncing off drop kick. Back of the head first into the turnbuckle, and now Gundam with a kick to the gut. Posturing to the crowd once more. And another demonic facebuster into the pin. There's one. There's two. And Gundam showing the world that he is true champion material. But as we watch the replays and Gundam's celebration, I would like to thank you all for joining us here in Monterrey, Mexico. And hope to see you on Sunday for the Extreme Rules pay-per-view event. Not for these two, but for Wingcrest. For the Wingcrest Wingcrest Extreme Rules pay-per-view event, excuse me. And of course, in just a couple of weeks' time, it is the 8-Bit Brawl. 8 competitors enter the ring, 1 leaves champion. Is essentially a look into the Royal Rumble. But until then, we are signing out from Monterrey, Mexico. See ya.